बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। मैं आपका सदीक उमर। आज हम 10th केमिस्ट्री का चैप्टर 1 जो है उसके कुछ टॉपिक्स को डिस्कस करेंगे। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, मैं आपको बताता चलूँ कि दीज टू टॉपिक्स आर सो मच इम्पोर्टेंट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू। So we will discuss one by one in this context that how we can understand these things in the context of the examination and how we can manage the things for the discussion. So the topic of the discussion today are macroscopic characteristics of the forward and the reverse reactions, and the second one is the macroscopic characteristics of the dynamic equilibrium. It's mean that we are basically discussing the comparison of the forward and the reverse reactions, characteristics of the dynamic equilibrium. First of all, we will see the macroscopic characteristics of the forward and the reverse reaction. In this context, dear students, we will say, first of all, we will discuss the forward reaction, and then we will discuss the reverse reaction, and we will discuss the point in the context of the comparison one by one. In the context of the forward reaction, the first point is that in the forward reaction, the reaction will proceed from the reactants to the products. We can say that it is a reaction in which the reactants react to form the products. Contrarily, when we will see in the next context, that is the reverse reaction, it's mean in such type of the reactions, the products react to form the reactants. It's mean both have the same magnitude but their direction will be opposite. And in the next point of the forward reaction, they will take place from left to right. It's mean forward reaction is always run from left to right in this context, and when we will discuss the reverse reaction, it's mean it will proceed from the right to the left. And the third point for the comparison or the discussion is that at the initial stage the rate of the forward reaction is very fast. It's mean when the chemical reaction is started, it's mean its rate is very high, but on the opposite direction in the rate of the reverse reaction is very negligible in the beginning, but gradually it speed up. And the last point is about the speed of the reaction, that is forward reaction slow downs gradually. In the start it is very fast, and with the passage of time it's slower and slower. It's mean its speed will be slow down gradually. But in the reverse reaction, its speed is gradually increased. In the start it will be very slow, and with the passage of time it will proceed more and more. Next one, we will see the macroscopic properties of the dynamic equilibrium. In this context, we will see first point is that in the equilibrium stage, equilibrium will be achieved only in the closed system. And what is the closed system? In which substance can either leave or nor the enter the into the system. It's mean the dynamic equilibrium is only applicable for the process of the chemical reactions in the closed system, but it is not applicable for all the systems. And if we will discuss the point number 2, that is at the equilibrium state the reaction does not stop. It's mean that forward reaction is completely equal to the reverse reaction, but the magnitude will be the same of the forward reaction and the reverse reaction, but the direction of the forward reaction and reverse reaction will be the opposite. In the simple words, we can say that at equilibrium state the reaction does not stop, but the forward reactions and the reverse reactions taking place at the same time with the same magnitude approximately, but the direction of these will be opposite with one another. The next one is at the equilibrium state the amount or the concentration of the reactants and the products do not change. It's mean the concentration of the reactants and the products does not change. Every physical properties, even that every physical properties like color, density remain the same. This is very important point. When the concentration of the reactants and the products does not change, it's mean their physical property doesn't change like density or color. And the fourth point is related to the dynamic equilibrium is that an equilibrium state is only attainable from either the way, or it is starting from the reactants or from the products. You want to keep in your mind, the question is only of the achieving or the attainable of the equilibrium state, but it does not concern either this stage is reached due to the reactants or due to the products. The major issue is of achieving the dynamic equilibrium, but it does not concern which type of the factors are responsible for the dynamic equilibrium. And the fifth and the last point of the dynamic equilibrium is that an equilibrium state can be disturbed and again achieved under the given condition of the concentration, pressure and the temperature. It's mean if we disturb the conditions or disturb the chemical equilibrium or the dynamic equilibrium, it's mean it will disturb the basically balance. And these disturbances could be due to the concentration, due to the pressure, due to the temperature or due to the volume, etc. It's mean if we do not change the concentration, does not change the pressure, does not change the temperature or anything else, it's mean dynamic equilibrium will not be disturbed. And if the dynamic equilibrium will be disturbed, it will gain after some times. Students, thank you very much.